bake us a cake. Hey guys, what is up? It is Jacob here again. I was thinking, it's the holidays, and who doesn't love to bake during the holidays for the family and their friends? So, I thought it'd be a great idea to mix two of my favorite things, cake and Nintendo. Put them together, you got your very own Nintendo cake. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly that. I'm gonna give you guys a little tutorial, give you some baking tips that you can use to bake your very own Nintendo cake for your family and your friends. Let's get started. Alright guys, we're here. I got all my ingredients ready to go. We are ready to make ourselves a delicious cake, a moist cake, a scrumptious cake. Alright, so rule number one, besides the Santa hat, because Santa hats are a necessity, always wear a smock. As you can see, this says Los Pollos Hermanos, which is from the popular TV series Breaking Bad. Now I have never seen Breaking Bad, but I still own this smock, because if you don't wear a smock when you bake, you're probably gonna die. Okay, maybe not die, but you'll probably get really hurt. Okay, rule number two, never use measuring devices, because measuring devices are for dweebs. Who needs measuring devices when you got your own two eyes? Yeah, you heard it here. So here, I got this Betty Crocker super moist cake mix. But the problem with this is they basically cook themselves. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this and we're gonna throw it in the oven. That should be done in about 20 minutes. All right, next on the list, I got a real cake recipe here that we're gonna make. First step, add the flour. This says 2 cups all-purpose flour. This says all-purpose, so I'm gonna go with it. So no measuring devices like I said, so we're just gonna pour in the amount that we think is okay into this big mixing bowl here. A little bit more. Okay, looks good. 1.5 cups of white sugar. We got sugar right here. Sugar. Again, eyeball everything. Make a note of this. Confectioner sugar and regular sugar, they're basically the same thing. It doesn't matter which one you use because it's all sugar. Whatever one you want to add, just add that. All right, so we're just gonna, all right, that looks good. We don't need the sugar no more. All right, and to go along with that sugar, I heard somewhere once that you can add applesauce to substitute almost any ingredient in a cake. So I'm gonna say there's no pain in just adding it in anyways, even when you're not substituting anything. Oh. Okay, no applesauce. Let me see if I got more. God dang, stupid butter. All right, so I couldn't find us any more applesauce, but we got peaches. At least I think they're peaches. We got these little white fruits, so you know what? This gotta be close enough to applesauce. We'll just dump that right on in there. That should make our cake extra delicious. We don't need that anymore. Yeah. Okay, next on the list. Here we go. Okay, next on the list. It says 3.5 tablespoons of baking powder. Well, all we got here is this big old box of baking soda. I also heard somewhere that you can use baking soda and baking powder interchangeably because they both start with baking, so they have to be the same thing. What was it, 3.5 tablespoons? All right, yeah, that's easy to eyeball. We'll just, oh shoot, perfect. I think some got in my mouth. Next. We're gonna add some of this vanilla extract. You know what? I'm pretty sure I didn't really read the directions. We might have to put this in separate bowls, but you know what? Who needs separate bowls when you can minimize the mess by having one bowl? 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So here we go. We're gonna take a little bit of this. We're just gonna, that should be good. 1 tablespoon of salt. So you take your salt and you just, boop. Bingo! Next on the list, 1 cup of milk. You don't get this right, the whole consistency is wrong. So you want to be a liquid, so add a bunch of milk. That looks good. Next, we need 3 eggs. If you don't crack an egg right, everything goes wrong. So I'm gonna show you guys how to crack an egg the perfect way. And not just 1 egg, 3 eggs. 3 eggs. I picked up this trick in like Naboo or something. You're gonna take all 3 of your eggs, you're gonna put them in your hand like Mewtwo would, okay? All right, watch this. You're gonna take the eggs, and you're gonna carefully them into the bowl. I guess we probably should put another egg in. We're gonna just take another egg. Come on. I don't want it to explode again, you see. All right, there you go. There, just like that. Yeah, don't worry about these. These don't mean anything. Next, it says half a cup of warm butter. Here we have cold butter. Yeah, temperature doesn't really matter. So you're gonna take the butter, you're just gonna plop that in there. We're gonna whisk this up really quick, except it needs a real whisk. Use your hands. So you're gonna take all this stuff right here, and you're just gonna start mixing it real good. Real good. Really work it in. Also, don't worry about any of this stuff on your hands either. That's no big. Another pro tip, yeah, if your butter is a little too hard, just take the whole thing and just throw it in the microwave. All of it, all the mix, everything. Doesn't really matter. I think this is right where we want it to. The thicker it is, the moister it will be. Here's what we're gonna do. Grab our pan here. We gotta spray the pan. Lube it up real nice. We're gonna take this Bible pan, hang it off on it, in your... You want to take all of your batter, nice and thick, just like cake batter should be, okay? Just gonna scoop it all out. Oh yeah. Now, if you have any little kids, feel free to let them lick this bowl, because little kids love that. But if you want to lick it yourself, that's okay too. Now, I hope some of you guys are following along as I do this, because that means we can share in this cake together. You just want to push it in. Level this thing out a tad. Just do that. Gravity should level the rest of it. This beautiful cake is ready to be put into the oven. Now, the instructions said to bake it at 350 degrees and preheat the oven before you start. Well, I missed that part. So we're gonna put this cake in the oven with our other cake over here. Ah, you can see it's doing very well. It's right there. All right, 350. And it says it should be done in like 30, 40 minutes, but really I'm just gonna pull it out when I think I'm ready. You can check the oven as much as you want. The more you look, the less it cooks. That doesn't exist. You can open this oven as much as you want. It's going well. All right, guys, our cake is ready to be taken out of the oven. Bam. Yeah, doesn't that look awesome? They say to wait till the cake is completely cool, start decorating, but that's not true. You know, this kind of smells like a pretzel. Look at that manufactured goop, and just kind of draw it on with our fingers. Going well, it's going well. This cake is still very, very hot. Cake is gonna be a masterpiece. So it seems we ran out of space there, so we're just gonna have to do the last two letters here at the bottom. It says Nintendo. Oh no, it's sliding out. I heart Nintendo. So I think our second cake is ready now. I think it's good to go. Look at that. So, as I told you, they basically make themselves. It started out as a box, now it's a cake. Now, because we didn't make it ourselves, somebody else basically made it, you can kind of see the coloration is iffy, it's kind of sloppily made. Tell me which one you like better. I think we did a good job. Must live by my own rules. We're gonna carve into our I Heart Nintendo cake here. It's quite well done. Oh my god. I mean, it's so good. You can't even tell that there's eggshells everywhere in the cake. So let's go in. Ooh. So I think it is ready. So I don't know how well this is gonna compare to the other cake. This cake is actually pretty good. This cake, that's garbage. I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the most horrid things I've ever eaten. Here's the close-up of the cake. As you can see, it is completely raw on the inside of this cake. Here's this cake. All of the icing just all slid off and erased everything. There's that cake. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial video, even though it was probably one of the worst tutorials anybody has ever made in their entire life. Rule of thumb, follow the directions, measure everything out. Basically every single thing that I told you in this video is a tip. It's not a tip, it's actually something that will make your cake turn out basically like raw dough. Disregard almost every single thing that I said in this video, as you will turn out with a cake that tastes like a trash can. So yeah, tell me in the comments which cake you think turned out better. Like this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, because this was definitely something different than I'm used to making. I really hope that I can make more content like this in the future, because this was a whole lot of fun to make. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you guys can see more videos. I'll see you in the next one.